Stop for a moment, don't scroll away yet. Just pause right here and take a deep breath. I know your thumb is ready to move on. I know your mind is already jumping to the next video, the next message, the next thing you need to do. But stay with me for a while, just a little longer. Because what I'm about to say is not random and it is not ordinary. This moment is not wasted. You are here for a reason, even if you don't fully understand it yet. I want just a few minutes of your attention. Not because I need it, but because something inside you needs it. Something in you has been tired for a long time. Something in you has been searching quietly, deeply, even when you didn't know what you were looking for. And maybe you've been trying to fill that space with distractions, with people, with noise, with sleep, with anything that helps you forget how heavy life has felt lately. But the feeling always comes back, doesn't it? That quiet emptiness, that silent weight, that question inside you that says, is this all there is? I see you, even if no one else does. I see the mornings where you wake up already tired. I see the nights where your thoughts refuse to calm down. I see how you smile outside, but inside you are carrying things you don't talk about. Pressure, fear, stress, uncertainty, things you pretend are not there just to keep going. You have been strong for too long without rest. You have been pretending you are fine for too long without healing, and deep down you know it. That is why this message found you today, not by accident, not by chance. You may feel like your life is stuck right now, like nothing is changing, like doors are closed, like your prayers are going nowhere, but I need you to understand something very clearly. Silence is not absence. Delay is not denial. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. There are things being shaped in your life that your eyes cannot see yet. There are paths being prepared that you would not understand if they showed up too early. There are lessons being formed inside you that will later become your strength. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. Even in your lowest moments, you are still being guided. Even in your confusion, you are still being protected. Even in your waiting, something is being built for you. Not everything that feels painful is meant to destroy you. Some things are meant to prepare you. Think about your life for a moment. Think about everything you've already survived. The heartbreaks you thought would break you. The failures you thought you wouldn't recover from. The nights you thought you wouldn't wake up from emotionally. But you are still here. You are still breathing. You are still moving forward, even if slowly. That alone is proof that you are stronger than you think. And I know sometimes strength doesn't feel like strength. Sometimes strength feels like crying quietly so no one hears. Sometimes strength feels like waking up even when you don't feel like it. Sometimes strength feels like surviving, not thriving. But even that is strength. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to see the full picture to keep walking. You only need to take the next step, just the next one. Not the whole journey, because what is coming into your life is bigger than what you are going through right now. But you had to pass through this season to be ready for it. If everything came too early, you would not be able to handle it. If everything came without preparation, it would overwhelm you. So even this waiting has meaning. Even this delay has purpose. I know it is hard to believe that when you are tired. I know it is hard to trust that when things keep repeating, but I need you to hold on. Just a little longer, not forever. Just don't give up in the middle of your turning point, because your story is not ending here. This is not your final chapter. This is not your final result. This is not your final situation. What you are in right now is a season, not a sentence. And seasons always change. There will be a time when you look back at this moment and understand why you had to go through it. There will be a time when things start to make sense. There will be a time when you realize that what felt like delay was actually protection. What felt like loss was actually redirection. What felt like silence was actually preparation. And slowly things will begin to shift, not all at once, not in a loud way, but in small signs. A door you thought was closed will open slightly. A conversation will go differently. An opportunity will appear from somewhere unexpected. A peace will start growing inside you again. Do not ignore those small signs. They matter more than you think because they are the beginning of change. And as things start changing outside, something will also start changing inside you. Your fear will not feel as heavy. Your thoughts will not feel as loud. Your heart will begin to settle again. Not because life is perfect, but because you are learning to breathe again. You are not the same person you were before everything you went through. And that is not a bad thing. You have grown, you have learned, you have been shaped. Even through pain, you have been forming into someone stronger, wiser, more aware. But I also want you to be gentle with yourself. You don't have to carry everything alone. You don't have to fix everything today. You don't have to rush your healing. Healing takes time, becoming takes time, so stop being so hard on yourself. Stop speaking to yourself like you are failing. Stop measuring your life by where others are. Your journey is not late, it is just yours. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to not be okay sometimes and still be moving forward, and I need you to remember this deeply. You are not forgotten, even in your quietest moments, even in your lowest thoughts, even when you feel invisible. You are still seen, you are still known, you are still cared for in ways you may not understand yet. Hold on a little longer. Not because everything is already fixed, but because everything is still unfolding. Your life is not over. Your story is still being written, and what is coming next may surprise you in ways you never expected. It is something meant to reach deep into the part of you that has been silent for too long. I know life has not been easy for you. I know there are days you wake up and feel like you are already tired before the day even begins. I know there are nights you lie down, but your mind refuses to rest. You try to close your eyes, but your thoughts stay open, replaying everything you did wrong, everything you lost, everything you still don't understand. And sometimes you even wonder if things will ever change for you at all. But I need you to hear me clearly right now. You are not forgotten, you are not ignored, and your life is not stuck, even if it feels that way. What you are going through is not the end of your story. It is only a chapter, and chapters always change. I know you have been carrying things in silence, things you never told anyone, pressure that sits on your chest even when you try to act normal, worries about money, about future, about family, about decisions you already made and cannot change. And sometimes it feels like you are alone in all of it, like no one truly understands what you are dealing with. But even in that silence, you are not alone. Even in that hidden pain, you are still being guided. Even in those moments where you feel like nothing is moving, something is still happening in your life behind the scenes. You just cannot see it yet. There are things being arranged for you that your current situation cannot explain. There are doors being prepared that are not open yet because the timing is not ready. And I know waiting is not easy. Waiting feels like nothing is happening. Waiting feels like delay. Waiting feels like rejection. But sometimes waiting is protection. Sometimes waiting is preparation. Sometimes what feels like no is actually a not yet that is saving you from something you cannot see. Think about your life so far. Think about everything you have survived already. The things that once felt like they would break you completely, but they didn't. The situations you thought you would never recover from, but you are still here. That is not by accident. That is strength you did not even know you had. And even now, as tired as you feel, you are still standing. You are still moving. You are still trying. And that alone means your story is not finished. I know you may not feel strong. I know sometimes you feel like you are barely holding yourself together. But strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is simply not giving up. Sometimes strength is waking up and trying again even when nothing feels different. Sometimes strength is surviving quietly while everything inside you feels heavy. And I want you to stop comparing your life with others, because comparison will always make your journey feel slower than it is. You are not behind. You are not late. You are on your own path, and your timing is not broken. Life is not a race, even if it feels like everyone around you is moving faster. What is meant for you will not miss you, and what is not meant for you cannot stay, even if you try to force it. There are seasons in life where things feel still, but stillness is not empty. Stillness is often where growth is happening in ways you cannot see. Like a seed buried under the ground, nothing looks alive on the surface, but deep down, something is forming, something is building, something is getting ready to rise. That is what is happening in your life too. Even if it feels quiet, even if it feels slow, even if it feels like nothing is changing, you are still in motion. You are still being shaped. You are still being prepared for what is ahead. And one day you will look back and understand why certain things had to happen the way they did. You will see why some doors closed. You will see why some people left. You will see why some prayers took time. And you will realize none of it was wasted. Not your tears, not your waiting, not your pain. Everything had a place in your becoming. And now, even though you may feel tired, I need you to keep going. Not because everything is perfect, but because your story is still unfolding. There are still pages ahead of you that you have not seen yet. There are still moments coming that will bring you peace in ways you don't expect. There are still doors that will open at the right time, not too early, not too late. And when they open, you will understand why you had to wait. So right now, just breathe. Don't rush your life. Don't rush your healing. Don't rush your process. Just breathe and take one step at a time, because even slow progress is still progress. Even quiet progress is still progress. And even when you cannot see it, your life is still moving forward. You are not stuck. You are not forgotten. You are not done. You are still becoming. And what is coming next for you may be better than anything you have lost. So hold on. Keep going. Your story is not over yet.